What is up, everyone? Good morning and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about nutrition for beginners in the gym and depending on what they want to do. But first off, I want to show you guys what I eat for breakfast about every day. I like to have 2 packets of oatmeal. I get sugar free, but that really doesn't matter. I just do it because it's a little less calories. But then almond milk. You could use regular milk if you're trying to bulk and you need more calories. Then here's my shaker cup. I like to put a scoop of peanut butter into my oatmeal. And I only use like a cup of this because I like my oatmeal thick. Um, and then sometimes I'll use sugar-free syrup, which isn't the best because of chemicals, but a little bit isn't gonna hurt you. And I just got this a few weeks ago, the Redcon MRE Light, and I'm not sponsored, but it's just my favorite protein, banana nut bread. And the reason I like it is because I have trouble digesting whey protein. It hurts my stomach. So I get this MRE Light because it is an animal-based protein. It's like beef protein, egg, and whatever. That's pretty much my daily routine for breakfast. So I will see you guys when I start talking about all the tips and nutrition facts about beginners at the gym. Stay tuned. Alright, so I'm back. So I'm gonna start talking to you guys about diet tips for beginners at the gym. So I'm gonna cover like 3 main topics here, kind of. And also, it's just gonna be me in this video today, unfortunately. Andrew had some family things going on for Christmas or whatever, so it's just gonna be me this weekend. So the 3 main topics, first one, people who want to lose fat in the gym, and I'll talk about people who want to gain muscle and people who want to lose fat and gain muscle. For losing fat, one big main thing is you need to find what your maintenance level is because to lose fat you have to be on a caloric deficit, and there's tons of websites out there for like a calorie calculator to tell you like your maintenance, your deficit you need to lose weight, or your surplus you need to gain weight. So I'll put the link for that good website in the description, and it's not going to be exact, but it'll give you a good rough start to where you need to be. And if it doesn't work for you, then you know you need to change it a little, because everybody's bodies are different and metabolisms are different and all that stuff. But yeah, you need to be on a caloric deficit. And I'd stick around, I'd go slow with your fat loss. You don't want to like cut out 1,000 calories or like have 1,000 calorie deficit right away, because you're gonna just lose muscle too. You're gonna lose muscle and fat. Just do like 500, or well, do like 200 deficit honestly, and then work your way a little lower, like, and then go to like 500 and then 700 and then like stop there, because you'll get really lean. It's gonna take longer, but it'll also be healthier for your body and you'll see better results. Second off, stay away from carbs if you're trying to lose fat. I mean, you still want to get carbs in because of energy, but get good carbs in. Get like broccoli, asparagus, any vegetable has carbs in it, but not very much, but they're healthy carbs. Like you want to stay away from sugar, you want to stay away from bread, stuff like that, because those are empty carbs, and that's going to make you look bloated, and you're going to get water retention, and you're not going to see as good as results as you want. Basically, on this topic, what you want to eat, make sure you have a calculator too of your calories throughout the day, because if you want to have the best results, you want to be exact with what you're doing. So like have a set amount of calories for breakfast, set for lunch, set for dinner, or maybe you fast, maybe you do intermittent fasting for 15 hours, and then you only eat 2 meals throughout the day. We'll just split those meals up into what you want. Intermittent fasting is great for losing fat because once you fast for 15 hours, you only have that 8-hour frame to eat, which is giving you a lot less frame to eat, and so you'll stay fuller throughout that time, and you won't eat as much. It just helps with hunger. I honestly like to work out fasted in the morning. I have more energy, which is weird. And always drink a cup of water in the morning at least, right when you get up, because dehydration slows your metabolism down, which won't help you burn as many calories throughout the day. So drink water, plenty of water. Try to drink a gallon a day, but I know people out there, I mean, you got jobs, you can't drink a gallon a day. Sometimes you don't have time. What food looks like in this area, low carbs, high protein. Try to get a gram to a gram and a half per body pound. So if you weigh 150 pounds, try to get 150 grams of protein or more. Lots of protein, because protein actually, I'm pretty sure it's like 30% of it gets burned off, the calories from protein, through digestion, because protein is very hard to digest. Lots of protein, low carb, moderate fat. It just depends on what your body needs also. Because some people may need to eat 1,500 calories to lose weight, which that's really low. Or some people might only have to eat 2,500 to lose weight, and some people 2,500 is their maintenance level. It just all depends on your body. It's hard, but throughout your workout, like throughout your journey of dieting and working out, you'll figure out what you need for yourself. Unless you're like a vegetarian or whatever. Eat chicken breast. Try to get like lean chicken breast. Lean beef. I like 93.7. I think you can get 97.3, but it's hard to find. And then for ground turkey, I like to eat 99.1 or 97.3, because then you're not getting all those fats. Just basically pure protein. Try to get as much protein and as much macros as you can from your food throughout the day. That's going to be healthier. But if you need to supplement in something, use whey protein. Use a scoop of like that MRE Light I had today. It just helps you get more protein in. And the heavier you get, you need more protein because you're gaining weight. It's harder to get all your protein in. There's a lot more on that. Stay away from sugars, like I said. It's just carbs you don't need. So look at sugars on the back of your things you eat. Which, if you're eating bland food like meat and vegetables and stuff like that, there's not a lot of sugar usually. There's usually sodium, which sodium also can give you water retention, but unless you have a heart problem or something, don't really worry about sodium too much, but just check it though, because in the long run, it'll keep you healthier. Be on a caloric deficit. Find your maintenance level, because that's important, because you need to know what it is so you can go on a deficit. Stay away from carbs. Eat healthy carbs only. So honestly, I didn't eat rice when I cut, because it's just full of carbs. I mean, they're healthy carbs, but just carbs I didn't need. Make sure get all your protein in, because that's gonna help you maintain that muscle while you're on a deficit. Because when you're in a deficit, your body doesn't have the energy to build muscle. You will slowly, but it takes a long time, and you have to be eating the right foods to build muscle while you're on a deficit, because if you don't, you're going to lose muscle and fat. That's just how it works. Moving on to the next topic. This will be for the people that want to build muscle as a beginner. If you're like skinny, that skinny fat look, and you need to build muscle, which our other video on bulking kind of covered this a little bit, but for sure, always need to get your protein in. 1 to 1.5 grams per body pound. Here you can eat carbs. Still stay away from sugars because they're not healthy carbs, but rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, vegetables, broccoli, asparagus, all that. Load up on that stuff. And you can eat bread too when you're bulking. And if you want a dirty bulk, you can eat whatever you want, really. But yeah, just make sure to get your protein, tons of carbs. Not tons, but quite a few carbs, because that's going to give you energy to build that muscle and to do really good in the gym. Because when you're on a deficit, you feel like, you just don't feel good. Especially the farther you get into it, your energy level goes down. You just feel like you don't want to do nothing except eat. You're just obsessed with food. But back on to building muscle. Eat the same chicken and all those foods, but you want to eat more, because those foods aren't very calorically dense. So you're going to get filled up from them quicker, but you're not going to get as many calories in. So you're gonna have to stuff yourself basically. Supplement protein in, you can do that. When you do this, once again, you need your maintenance level, so you know how much you need to go over in a surplus. And you need to figure out how your body burns calories, because you may be eating over 500 of your maintenance level or whatever, but you're not gonna be gaining weight quick because your metabolism's so quick. You need more, so you need to figure that out. So you can find out your range. And people who want to lose fat don't do this, because if you're putting in more calories and you need to maintain your weight, you're gonna gain a little fat slowly. That's just how it works. To build muscle, you have to gain fat, because you have those excess calories. But if you're lean bulking, it's a little slower, but I'll get into that here soon. Find maintenance level again, so you know what your surplus needs to be. Carbs, pasta, spaghetti. Make sure you get good meat to put in there though, so you get protein. So you're not just eating all carbs. But protein again. I can't stress that enough. Get your protein, because that's the building block of your muscle. And depending if you're a vegan, vegetarian, or you eat meat, whatever. I watched a new thing about being plant-based, not eating meat, and I actually took results from the bloodstream, and like the proteins from plants are actually healthier than the proteins from meat, because protein has, I think they said, like these fats in it that get into your bloodstream, mugs up your bloodstream, and it doesn't let your cells and stuff move as quickly. And when you eat plant, it's like vitamin based. There's vitamins in the protein and a lot cleaner substitutes, so like your bloodstream flows a lot quicker and it doesn't get so like clogged up, and way better for your arteries, depending on what you like. Either way, they're still healthy, but it just is preference and opinion at that point. Basically, I like meat. I couldn't go without meat just because I like the taste of it. And caloric surplus, definitely. Lift heavier at the gym, because the heavier you lift, the more muscle you're gonna build and the stronger you're gonna get. And my opinion on this is, I wish I would have started out doing this, because I started out, don't get me wrong, I learned a lot through how I started. Protein, carbs, and I got really shredded, like I lost a lot of fat. But I was on a deficit for a really long time. And when you first start, you have this frame of time where you can just build muscle way faster than anyone else. So I should have taken advantage of that and ate in the surplus. And while I did what I was doing, because my body, I can eat a lot and I don't gain much weight. So when I was on that deficit, I lost a lot of time where I could build a shit ton of muscle, and I didn't. I mean, I built a little bit of muscle through body weight training. I got really healthy though. I won't get you wrong. There's nothing wrong with calisthenics. I'm just saying I should have ate more during that time, because a lot more size-wise than I am now. The next topic is gonna be people who want to stay lean but put muscle on at the same time. So basically here, dirty bulking is out of the picture. You don't want to do that, because that's gonna automatically gain you a lot of fat, because you're eating if you're eating KFC or whatever 3 times a week, McDonald's, their food has a ton of fat in it and grease, and it's just not healthy for your blood or your body. It's gonna make you gain fat a lot quicker. So my opinion on this, I would do a clean bulk. So you're only over your maintenance level about 250 to 500 calories. Not a whole lot, so it's gonna take a long time to build muscle, but you're gonna stay lean because you're burning fat too as you're building muscle. Which it's really hard to burn fat and build muscle. Like it's a lot easier just to either cut or bulk. But this is for people who kind of like how they are and just want to stay how they look, but gain a little muscle at the same time. On this one, once again, you need to find your maintenance level, and then you need to only go over like 250 and maybe graduate your way up to like 400, 500 calories over. And you always want to eat clean with this. Meal prep's the best for this, because you know what you're eating, you know what you're putting in your body, and you have it calculated usually, like calorie-wise, what you're gonna intake each day. So you want to eat meats or plants, whatever your opinion is on that, but make sure you get your body weight protein, one gram per pound or more, because that's just gonna keep you building muscle. but you also want to stay moderate here with your carbs. You don't want to eat a lot of carbs, and you don't want to eat too less, because too much is going to give you that, not what you want, and then too little, you're not going to have the energy to build the muscle. So stay right in the middle. That's where it comes in key to calculate what you're intaking each day. I don't think this stuff is going to work in a week. You got to do this for a really long time. Like, to go from, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but to go from where I was, like, I was pretty skinny fat, like I had a lot of fat on me. It took me 4 months to get as lean as I've ever been, which for me, it's way easier to lose fat than to build muscle, just how my body is. And, but also building muscle takes a long time compared to losing fat. You can lose fat a lot quicker. But still, 4 months seems like a long time. But muscle, you won't see progress. If you take advantage of that frame, you'll see progress in 7 months, probably 8 months. But after like a year or so, it's gonna take you years to get where you want. Years. Like all the bodybuilders on YouTube, all the fitness icons, they've all been working out for years, their whole lives, 11 years, 7 to 11, even more. You gotta be dedicated if you're gonna do this. You can't just think it's gonna happen overnight. I can't stress that enough. Moderate carbs, high protein, fat, keep it moderate. Sugars, stay away. Anything you're doing, stay away from a lot of sugar. Unless you're bulking, you can get a little bit of sugar because it gives you energy. So like, if you want to like have a bowl of cereal or something before the gym, that's gonna help you get energy to burn it off. But the only reason you can do that is because you're gonna burn those off. But don't be eating sugary cereal throughout the day, because those sugars are gonna build up into your body because you're not really burning them off as quick. Only use sugar as like a pre-workout. Doesn't mean go eat brownies and cupcakes before. I'm just saying sugar is like an apple, banana. Bananas are great for anything you do. If you have 1 or 2 a day, it keeps cramps away. It's a healthy sugar, which is weird to say, but apples and bananas are healthier sugars. If you're getting sugar, make sure it's a healthier source. Cereal's not the healthiest, but you're getting a little bit of other carbs too in there mixed with it, and a little bit of protein, not a lot. For bulking, peanut butter is great. Throw a scoop in to your oatmeal like I did. It just adds a little calories that you wouldn't have got, and it's really calorically dense. So like tablespoons is like 190 calories, which is insane. That's 2 spoonfuls. So the calories could add up super quick from that. I've covered most of it. I know there's a lot more I could talk about, but I'm just kind of doing the basics. If you have questions, make sure to comment down below or contact me or Andrew, because most people watching this know who we are. Whatever you do, protein in all of them, make sure you're getting all your protein in every topic I went over. That's just, it's important for everything. And then always don't start at your fullest. Make sure you work your way. So if you're on a deficit, work your way to that number. So start at 250 if you're working to 700, 250 and then 500 and then 700. And do like 2-month frame of each or whatever your body wants. Because you're gonna get super lean that way, way leaner than you would if you just drop straight to 700 deficit. And then same thing for an increase. Unless you're trying to maintain your fat levels and build muscle, then you want to stay about 150, 250, 500, just right in there, real small. And no dirty bulking for that. I don't really recommend dirty bulking because it's not healthy for you, but I mean, sometimes you have to. Remember to always incorporate cheat meals into any of these topics. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever. Don't go over once a week though, because that's gonna keep your head and your mind in the game. Basically, that's the only way you're gonna stay consistent with your diet, is if you have a little bit of a cheat meal, because it just favors you and helps you out. Really don't worry about how many calories you go over your diet. So if you're eating 700 under your maintenance and you go 600 to 1,000 over your maintenance level, like that's a lot. That's like a binge. But don't really worry about it. Just don't do it again. You're gonna work that off. Just make sure you go back to eating normal every day. Don't eat less than you normally do. Eat normal, because your body's gonna catch back up to that same weekly basis, and you'll be fine. It's not a big deal. I think that's pretty much it. I know there's more I could have covered. Make sure to comment down below if you need any help. If I missed something and you want answered, I can answer it for you. All right, well that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Andrew will be back next week, so that'll be good. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to see you guys next week.